terrorized killer has stalked,
hunted,
and brutally slain couples on Valentine's Day.
What is up, Chocolatiers? Last night I watched Hard Eyes, the next film from the guy from College Humor. I cannot remember his name at the moment, but this film, starring Mason Gooding, Olivia Holt, she's the original Snow Bunny princess, right? We all loved her on Kicking It when we were growing up, and I'm glad to see that she's finally kind of bursting out of that shell, because she played in a few things here or there. I remember watching her on Cruel Summer, season 1, and I thought she did a really great job on that, but that's an anthology show, so she wasn't back for season 2, and it's just one of those things where I really haven't seen her if she's been in anything else. I guess Cloak and Dagger, but that got canceled. But, nothing really major, right? And, for a lot of people, this film won't be major, but for me, I'm a big fan of the slasher genre. I feel like out of all horror film types, I like this kind of like Scream-esque, like, it's kind of comedy, kind of not, whatever. Just introducing me a cool killer, okay? And I think this movie did that, right? So let's go and get into the plot. So basically, Mason Gooding ends up running into Olivia Holt's character, and they got this, chemistry's just popping off, right? And that's the main thing I really liked about this cast, because, they had to cast like really well in order for his chemistry to kind of go like it did. And I get they're all actors, right? But it's kind of like that Superman thing, like later on in this year, where James Gunn was kind of saying, for example, that he pretty much didn't give certain roles to certain people that tried out because their chemistry didn't match. And I really felt like that was kind of hitting the head home with this casting, because their chemistry was off the charts. Like, I was like, oh shit, I feel like they going together in real life. And so, Olivia Holt ends up kind of hurting him. It's kind of like a little meet cute thing. Like, like if you saw Anybody But You, it's kind of like that. Right? And it's kind of like Goofy or whatever. And, you got this killer, it's on the loose, whatever. And this is where the plot really thickens. This is where it really starts. So basically, they go to this restaurant to go eat and talk about work, because turns out he's actually working for her company, or helping out with her company, because he's like really big into like the department that she's doing, right, in this marketing team. And they end up getting into like a fight or whatever, but she runs into her ex, and she kisses Mason Gooding, because she's like, oh shit, gotta make my ex jealous. And I was like, that's a woman for you. And so after they do that, basically Hard Eyes is stalking victims, clearly, because that's his main goal. He kills pretty much any kind of couples on Valentine's Day every single year, and that's his main thing. And so, yeah, he's going state to state. He's in Philadelphia, whatever. Now he's in Seattle, which is where this movie takes place. And he basically mistakes these two as being a couple because of this kiss. And this is where the movie pretty much turns into a full-on comedy, because even in certain parts of the movie, like where they're being chased, I was dying laughing, because like they literally would like look at Hard Eyes and they're like, will you please fucking chase, like they would say, can you fucking chase somebody else? We're not a fucking couple. And it's so funny. It just worked so well for me. Another thing that worked well for me was Hard Eyes himself. I remember when this movie got announced, I was like rolling my fucking eyes. I was like, oh, here we go, Sony. I said, what are you doing? Nah, Sony was fucking cooking. I ain't even gonna lie. Hard Eyes, kind of like the only way I could describe him as like he's a kind of a presence, right? It's like he has like this stomp with him, like when he walks, like this, like it's like these like boots on the ground type feel, kind of like the 2013 something like that, Friday the 13th film that they made. And like dude's just like built. He's just like walking. I don't know who they casted as Hard Eyes. Like I know, like they reveal who the killers are, something like that. But it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, man, like, who is this dude, like, in behind the suit? Who's actually playing him, right? Like, who's the stunt double? Dude's fucking crazy. And so he's just, yeah, he's got, like, little gadgets and shit. Like, he's got, like, this, like, Cupid arrows that he puts in his crossbow and shoots. He's got a machete that's badass. He's got, like, these, like, little knives or whatever that have, like, this, like, little heart drawn on them. And it's just so cool. Like, it's just, like intro scene, for example, I was just eating it up. I was loving it. I was like, man, this is crazy. Where the movie, I feel like, falls a little bit flat for me, where I won't personally be like, man, this is my favorite movie of the year so far. It's very close, though. It's behind Presence. Is kind of the lack of kills, because even though this movie is funny and I enjoyed it and I love it, and that, he does, like, one cool kill at the beginning, and then he does other kills, but they're not, like, to that extent, if that makes sense. Don't go into this expecting like a Jason where like he's like putting people in the sleeping bag. Like, don't expect any kind of notorious kills. There's really no memorable kills from this movie. It's not like that at all. And in a way, I also kind of like that because this movie is a rom-com disguised as a slasher. And I really, really like that because, like I said, the chemistry worked with these two characters. They're funny. When the killer is revealed, you know, that's not like like you're not like, oh shit. It's not like you saw it coming, but like it's not like a screamer like, oh fuck, it was that. Nah, like it's not like that, but it's not supposed to be like that, if that makes sense. And you know, like I said, this movie is mainly funny, and it's a really good rom-com. I think it's one of these films that's going to go up there like a Thanksgiving, where like, you know, around that time of the year, Valentine's Day, let's go in and watch Hard Eyes. And I really think that this might have created a new slasher. I don't think he's as notorious as the Pilgrim from Thanksgiving. I'm still waiting for Halloween costumes of him to come out. Don't know why that's not a thing yet. But I could definitely see once they, you know, if they ever make a sequel, something like that, I could see Hard Eyes becoming more notorious. I just think Hard Eyes needs some more memorable kills. But yeah, that's it for me. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I think it was awesome. Had a great time. I think you guys should definitely check this one out. And yeah, with that, please like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Valentine's Day.
Happy V-Day!
Get killed, all right?
What was...
Why would he say that?
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.